Like, yeah, he used to be a lover. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what do you have a memory? If you were an actor,
Mm-hmm.
say, and Tyler Perry cast you,
Why I gotta be Tyler Perry?
because like
That's racist as fuck.
yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's movie therapy podcast. I think we just this is the real world of the Matrix, Morpheus. You tell me.
I couldn't get the
Red pill
punchline
or
right.
blue? Yeah.
Oh, more like brown pill shit.
Yeah.
Or I guess I got rid of it here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh gosh, man, I just had a whole brain fart because there's a quote he says in the movie that I was gonna repeat, and I can't say it right now. I'm gonna fuck it all up.
Well, in the movie that we watched, or in
No. When you call me Morpheus in the second one, when they're going to see the Merovingian, and he says something about when they're leaving, and it's one of my favorite lines in the movie. But nah, I can't think of the shit.
Was he talking about how like this like everything that happened exactly how it was supposed to happen?
Yeah, there you go.
You know, so why do you say that? Because we're still alive.
Still alive. Yep.
Yeah.
It's one of the coldest lines in the movie, in my opinion.
See, quotes like that, like I think sometimes they go over people's head, or they just like, especially with the Matrix, it's such a deep movie and it's so dense. There's so much going on that like stuff like that sneaks over people's head. Like it doesn't hit you like it would in a movie if it's like there's a line in in the movie that we just watched that made me go, I got to remember it. If once I remember it, it's gonna.
If it's the same part I'm thinking of, I'm hoping you do, because I want to actually run through that part of the movie again, but didn't have time to, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for those, with that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's movie therapy podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, I mean, we're hitting the third part of a trilogy. In my opinion, might be one of the better trilogies in the whole MCU.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of these movies, a lot of the MCU, a lot of the movies have like 3 parts to it at least. Your Ant-Man's, your Captain America's, what are the ones there? Your Thor's.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, maybe other than Captain America, I think these guys might have the best trilogy in Marvel.
Oh, better than Iron Man?
Yeah,
okay.
Better than Iron Man.
Okay.
Just because Iron Man 1 is OG classic, but
yeah,
Iron Man 2 and 3, like, I'm not saying they're bad, but they're not. They don't really do it for me.
Gotcha.
I mean, you picked the movie. Why don't you tell people what we watched?
I'll wait for you to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's I am the road dog, just James. This is the badass Billy Gunn. But no, I still can't get that shit right.
I still don't think you're doing it right. I don't know.
I'm not doing it right because you gotta get the voice right. Like you gotta get so animated to do it. And there's a line in there that I know I'm missing. I know I'm missing it. But ladies and gentlemen, the movie we're talking about is Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yes, Guardians 3. And okay, right off rip. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3.
Okay.
Put them in order.
Well, from best to worst?
Yep.
Let me think. Okay. The third one has to be the best to me so far.
Really?
Really? But then I go back and forth from the first and the third, because the first obviously gives the introduction to everybody, so it makes the characters develop. 2, I'm not gonna lie, I really remember 2 too much. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember much.
Yeah, like I mean, 2 had like Kurt Russell as his dad.
Okay, Ego. There you go.
Ego, the Living Planet. And yeah, like I don't remember too many details on 2. For me, I was thinking about this as like after I got done with the movie. I really, really liked Guardians 3.
I did. It was actually kind of emotional.
Oh, very emotional.
Okay.
But with that being said, it's do I wait? Because I love when a movie can pull emotion out of me,
Okay.
right? I was trying to weigh that between 1 and 3, and I think I still got to give it to 1 as the best
Really?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think 3 is much more emotional,
Hmm.
but I think 3 has a little too much random like banter that has nothing to do with really what's going on.
Okay, but at the same time, that's kind of how the characters are based, especially Drax.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Okay, with Drax, I get it, but like everybody's doing it to the point where I'm just like that whole scene when they're talking about hitting the button to talk in the
Oh
fucking
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
suit. Like,
Like red
come
is
on.
blue and blue is green and green.
Yeah. And then she just goes, "Hold, let me check," and then yells, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I get it. I get
yeah.
it's their characters, but like it just that's those scenes where I'm like, you don't need that.
Mm,
Like you're doing this thing. You could maybe throw something else in there to give a little character moments, but that's just a little too hokey and a little too like I don't take this seriously.
gotcha.
Which is crazy because that whole storyline with Rocket,
Hmm.
bruh, I got emotional. I
I
got
think
emotional.
I think this one was more based for, well, definitely for Rocket. It was his story, but
Yeah.
I feel like it was for Drax too.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what Lila,
Yeah.
the otter with the metal arms. That's where she told Rocket. She was like, "This is your story. You just didn't know it."
Mm,
Like
yeah.
when I heard that, I was like, and I was actually went back and started thinking about all 3 movies, and I'm like, maybe this whole thing was about Rocket more than
Ranger Rick.
anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, because I know you got a fucking fetish for otters for some damn reason. It's not, I'm not
Because
surprised.
they're dope.
I'm not surprised you would remember Lila in the damn movie.
Well, listen, man. First of all, when I saw a lot, I was like, "Oh shit, they got otters in here." What you got against otters?
I ain't got shit against otters. It's just not my favorite animal.
What's your favorite animal? Pit bull, Dobermans,
Nah, worm.
worm.
Dennis Rodman, the worm. Nah, yeah. My favorite animal. Actually, I don't even think I got a
Listen,
favorite animal.
listen.
If I did, it'd be an eagle or a bear. One of the
Listen,
two.
if Dennis Rodman was your favorite animal, then he lives up to the stereotype where that means animals pass diseases because
Well,
that man is a petri dish.
look, Dennis Rodman was something different, but he's still my favorite player in the NBA that ever
Yeah.
played, in my opinion.
Hey man, all I know is he got Carmen Electra, so
Look,
he's
he
a
done had a
winner
whole
in my
lot.
book.
He had a whole lot of bad women.
A whole lot of bad men too.
I don't know. I don't know about that side of him.
Hey man, listen, he tag team with Hollywood Hogan. He's okay with me.
Oh yeah, true. Matter of fact, in the documentary, did you watch it, The Last Dance or whatever?
I mean, I saw the part where they were talking about how they had to go get him.
Yeah, but he's talking about Dennis Rodman's height, and he was like, I don't know how tall he is. I think he's 6 something, but that's what heels on. Oh man,
I mean, you think he could be the first NBA player to cross over to the WNBA?
hell,
He could, right? Well, he wore a
mm,
wedding dress. How many of
yeah,
those
I know.
NBA girls wore wedding dresses
Yeah,
yet?
for real. At the game, wasn't it?
I think so. I forget when, but I don't know if I could walk around with lipstick and a wedding dress.
Hell yeah.
He looked like RuPaul if RuPaul smoked for 20 years.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman's a wild one, but I'd still love to meet him. I think he'd be like
Yeah.
a fun person to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But okay, so where do you think the Guardians storyline, trilogy stacks up against the rest of the Marvel movies?
Like, all the Marvel movies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I mean where it stacks up.
Yeah. Because
Nah,
let's see what's got a trilogy. I still say Hulk has a trilogy because you had 3 Hulk movies.
you did
Or
how? When?
did you have 3 Hulk movies?
No, I thought it was just one
Two.
because Edward Norton played the first one.
Nah, but they get the Eric Bana one, which I actually really like.
Oh, but that ain't part of that. Ain't, I mean, that's part of the MCU, but not like
Listen, it's still
when it started. You know what I'm saying? Because in the Hulk with Edward Norton in the deleted scenes,
yep.
or in I don't know if you watched it, where the iceberg
Damn,
crashes or whatever.
damn well I watched it.
Yeah, but when the iceberg cracks or whatever,
Mhm.
Captain America's shield is in the snow.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
when he tries to
So
go and when he tries to go kill himself on the glacier.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's in my opinion, that's when it started. You know what I'm saying? I think it started even before Iron Man.
Well, I mean, it started there. But no, because was Iron Man before it?
Yeah, it was because Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
walks in to talk to the general. So Iron
yeah,
Man, I
yeah,
think, was the very first movie that they
yeah,
started doing it, but I felt like the first Easter egg was in Hulk.
yeah. Because that was the first one. Then Sam Jackson shows up at the end of Iron Man,
Okay,
and he brings up the Avengers stuff.
gotcha.
But yeah. So yeah,
But
what do you think the Guardians
well, as a
stacks up?
trilogy in the MCU, because like you said, it was Captain America, there was Thor, Guardians.
Ant Man.
I don't even consider that one.
No,
The last one for me was just too cheesy.
a little too slapstick comedy, funny kind of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
Um. Well, honestly, if I can't really compare it to him. Maybe Iron Man, but I think Guardians is better than the Iron Man trilogy.
really. Yeah, I think so too.
Mm, mm,
Because I like Iron Man 2 really didn't do much for me.
mm,
Iron Man 3, just thought was just okay.
yeah,
But Iron Man 1 is really good. Like these two, I think Guardians 1 and Guardians 3 are really good, and Guardians 2 is okay.
yeah. I feel the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
We actually agree on
But the
something.
best but the best trilogy in my opinion is Captain America. Yeah, because Captain America First Avenger.
Hmm.
Then you had Winter Soldier,
Which is your favorite one?
phenomenal, and then Civil War.
Civil War was dope. Civil War was definitely dope.
Yeah.
You know what? That would probably be Guardians and Captain America then.
Man, get
Because
out of here.
because
Why?
no, I mean like to match up because you can't match up Thor with it. That
Yeah,
trilogy
no,
was just
no,
like
no, no.
whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah.
out of the MCU, those two are probably the two to match up.
Yeah. Well, okay,
Speaking
before we
of,
keep going, brother,
I'm about to
what
say,
you
yeah, what we
drinking?
drinking here? Because
I
I
don't
got
know
like
about
one,
you.
two. I got 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think you're trying to.
5.
Are you trying to shield some red eyes? That's why you get the shades on.
Nah,
Oh, it's VR. It's
when
VR.
you're as cool as me, the sun is on you 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to protect your eyes because that's the only part of you that ain't black now because of the sun.
Actually, I didn't even take these some bitches off. Oh man, that shit did get extra bright in here though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
Oh man.
Chris he's trying to be incognito because he feels like if he walks around with sunglasses, then the universe won't spot him and make some more dumb shit happen in his life. This is going on.
Look, man. Well, homegirl said yesterday had me dying. She said, "Chris, you just want to die. You just don't want to take anybody with you."
But I'm saying, bro, literally every fucking time we go to
Oh
record, it's worst case scenario, and it's never the same.
no, it's always
It's
something different.
it's never, oh yeah, this run, is taking too long or whatever. No,
Yeah.
it's always some random shit.
I mean, even before recording, just random shit be happening to me. But hey, guess what? What happened now? Like every time I call my lawyer, guess what? What'd you do? First thing he says, "What'd you do?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Shit.
next time you can be like, yo, man, I accidentally pulled out my nose ring. I'm like, see, shit like that. All right, what you drinking?
Hey, so of course I'm gonna start off with a shot of Jack Daniel,
Mhm.
with just a simple shot, and then I'm gonna switch to vodka because I don't really want to drink too much.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I got me a Yingling beer that I'm gonna sip on for today. But before we get started, I need to drink this fucking V8. I'm so serious.
You need to replenish yourself before you start getting alcohol.
All I ate was breakfast today. I was like, shit, I didn't eat none before I started drinking some
But
shit.
your breakfast you got like you do like the lumberjack breakfast. You got like family of 4 size. So you act like it's not enough for some shit.
Hey, I got a lot of body to feed.
I don't know. You got them titties. That's what you got.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, forget us. We jump all over the place. I was listening to fucking Happy Feet 2
Yep.
yesterday, and I was driving, so it was
Oh,
on the
you were
back.
listening to Happy Feet.
Yeah,
You just had it on.
no, I was driving,
Yep.
so I had the kids in the back, and I'm driving, so I'm listening to it while I was playing. I've seen the movie, but there's a part in there where Robin Williams' character, I think it's Ramon
Yeah.
or Longlace, and they talk about where the whole where it's like maintenance season, and he was like, "Oh, there's chicas. Where's all the chicas?" And his friends like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "Longlace got big. Yeah, he said he got two something. I can't think of what he called them."
I need to go watch Happy Feet 2 again.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't seen that in forever.
Look, you watch it,
So
you
bad.
go pick up on some funny shit. Cause not listening, not watching, I just had to listen to it, and I was like, "Yo, this
Yeah.
movie's funny as hell."
Yeah. Well, I
What you
mean,
got?
I'm busting out the whistle pig.
Okay, gotcha.
actually have a brand new bottle of bourbon up there that's special. So maybe next time I pull it out. But then I got these things called Vide. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
No, I haven't.
It's like a vodka soda kind of thing.
Okay, so you're drinking vodka too then. We cool.
Yeah, but I mean, it's this one's got carbonated water, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 99 calories.
Man,
This is what you need.
Who counts calories in alcohol?
This is what you need. You and your cholesterol level need this.
My cholesterol is fine. Thank you very much.
That's the only thing. That's the only number in life that's high. Cholesterol.
Oh, not to mention, hey, I keep the water on me, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta have the water.
All right. But yeah. No, I was actually hyped watching this movie because I wanted to see this movie in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And after seeing it, I'm actually really upset that I didn't see it in theaters because I could imagine what this movie looked like in theaters with the way how bright it was, the colors and shit like that. Which
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you noticed that like recently, maybe after Endgame, whatever, a lot of the MCU movies and shit are all like brightly colored, like extra bright.
Well, Guardians, I'm not gonna say I expected it, but they've always been like a different style of movie in my opinion. It was Thor that caught me off guard, but that one was all bright and
Bro, like
rainbow looking.
bro, Thor's suit costume in that last one, what was it? Thor Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
That shit looked like it looked like somebody just jacked up the color on the settings and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But even Ant-Man was kind of like,
oh yeah,
extra bright too,
Mm.
I don't know if it's just something. I don't know if it's something that they're just going for, or if they're trying to if it's gonna juxtapose with maybe something down the road.
Gotcha.
I like the idea of maybe if you start off the whole series in bright colors, and then by the end of it, whatever evil is taking over, kind of they start toning down the colors more and more, so you got to get that sense of dread.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You know what? That makes sense. Get a visual, audio,
Yeah.
at the same time, make the scene match.
Yeah.
You could.
Right.
Matter of fact, speaking of, we talked about that Spider-Verse. That started off real bright, and then just got dark as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it's a way of unconsciously just putting in that dread into people's body so that they feel a certain way when they're watching the movie. That's like if you watch Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
As the movies go farther and farther as they get older, that they start pulling away in the color palette. It's a little more darker, shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Cheers.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Nice.
It's Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto. There you go. I was like, yeah, lost me.
Shit's gross. I don't know why I do this.
That's good. You alright over there?
Oh, my whistle pig is just. I'm just trying to get through it, but not like I was powering up.
Stop. The shots ain't made for you,
bro. That shit was. You ever see when someone was about to take off? Like, and away we go.
The feet be running in place for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so this movie starts off with you're catching up with the Guardians after. I mean, Thor's gone already, but they're trying to. I mean, they're trying to deal with the state of where they're at now. The whole Thanos thing has been taken care of. Quill misses Gamora. The Gamora that's around now isn't the same Gamora that he fell in love with.
Yeah.
And it feels like everyone's just trying to find their place. It's like, I don't know if you got this, but it feels like everyone's purpose has been fulfilled, and now they're trying to figure out what's their purpose now. That's what I got.
Yeah.
What do you want, Ryu? We'll go outside after, okay? Let's go over there. All right. You're looking at me.
Yeah.
Can we go outside? In a minute. Hey, if y'all listen to this, just know I'm talking to my dog like I talk to humans. And I talk to humans like I talk to dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What'd you get? How did you what was that sense? What was that feeling you got when the movie started?
I can't really say it had a sense. I was just seeing where it was going. Based on the previews and the trailer and everything, I thought I can't think of his name, but the gold dude with the
Adam Warlock.
yeah, I thought he was gonna be the main villain, honestly.
That dude was dope.
Yeah, yeah,
When they would show him flying, that shit was. I like that because they would like
mm,
zoom on his face, and then they'd have him like it felt like when he was flying, like nothing could get in his way.
yeah. Matter of
Which I
fact,
like that.
I had to go back because the beginning scene is Rocket with the radio. Oh no, was it a key?
Yeah, yeah, he's got that little key card.
Yeah, yeah. But the music's playing, he's singing, and that's when Mantis is dancing or whatever, and she's like, "Drax, we gotta dance." So and then it goes into Quill sitting at the table, drunk as hell.
Yeah, I don't know, Vine. I don't know about these.
Just on the first day, just like that.
I don't know. It's just right now, like I'm drinking the cranberry one. It tastes like it smells like cranberry. If you get what I'm saying.
What? Hold on. It say it one more time.
It tastes like it smells like cranberry. You had that?
I mean, ain't it supposed to? I'm guessing.
All right, so like sometimes in the back of your throat, you get like it's almost like the essence of a flavor. Like if sometimes you smell something, you can almost taste it in the back of your throat.
Hmm.
All right, so
Okay, yeah, yeah.
so that's where I'm getting the cranberry. But
Gotcha.
when I drink it, I don't taste any cranberry on my tongue.
Oh,
It's just I get that get that
hmm.
like that whatever that smell essence would be in the back of the throat. That's it.
Gotcha. Interesting.
But
But
it tastes like water with flowers in it, bro.
that doesn't that you are not selling the drink very, very well, for the record.
I'm just saying this is what like they ain't paying me. I bought this myself, so I could be honest with it. They was paying me, I'd be like, this is magically delicious. But no, 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 not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lucky they got no carbs and no sugars and all that shit.
I
I
told
might
you
have
know
to
what.
toss. I might have to toss a fucking Crystal Light in that motherfucker.
Damn, is that bad?
I'm just saying, just jack it up a little bit. Actually, that might be a good idea. Toss some electrolytes in there.
I mean, I don't think it would
That's
hurt it.
listen. That's how you make a good summer drink. Just soda water
Mhm.
and Tito's, and then a packet of Crystal Light. Low calories, taste good, and you get fucked up.
Yeah, that's usually the best part about it.
Yeah, it works.
You know what? I got some Crystal Light in there. I might. You said soda
Right.
water? Okay, cool.
So you can do. I mean, you can do regular water, but just do soda water.
Yeah. Nah.
You don't put Crystal Light in regular water.
Yeah. I guess if you want the fizz or whatever.
Yeah, if you want the fizz, just put like some soda water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you have a favorite member of the Guardians?
A favorite member?
Yeah.
Honestly, no, I don't. I can't. Huh. That's actually weird because I don't have a favorite member.
You just like them as a unit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Chris likes units.
It's funny you say that because out of any group of people, there's always like a favorite that stands out. Like X-Men, everybody love Wolverine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, as far as the Avengers or whatever, everybody like loves certain
Everybody loves the
people in
big
there.
three: Cap, Thor,
Yeah,
and fucking and Iron Man.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But in Guardians, yeah, I really don't have a favorite out of them. It's like,
No, me neither. I mean, I like Drax just because it's fucking Batista,
mhm,
but there's no one that I attached myself to. Like, oh my god, that's my dude. But I
gotcha.
think after this movie, it might be Rocket. Because I didn't realize his backstory was that fucking tragic.
Yeah.
Like it was fucked up.
Yeah, because like you said, when talking about his movie, in the very first one, doesn't he get into a fight with Drax because he called him a rabbit or something like that?
Yeah.
And when they're betting and drinking at the table,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
because they look at his back. You're right. You know what? It might have always been about Rocket.
yeah. I think it was always about Rocket's development into spoiler by the end of this movie, the new leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm,
You know,
gotcha.
they're taking this guy who was, by himself and doing whatever and letting him grow and become, this person who's responsible and taking responsibility for the people in his life.
Now you got my brain going because I keep going back to the first one, and my favorite part in the whole first movie was at the very end because Rocket's like a hard ass.
Yeah.
He's like an asshole, don't care, but he looks after the group, so he got a heart somewhere.
Yeah.
But when after they defeat the villain in the first one, and he's sitting down, and I think he's holding the sticks for group, and Jack pats his head, and he has like that whole look of vulnerability real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like my favorite part of the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like whatever he's feeling, and now knowing his backstory, that scene makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
That was like almost his first time feeling love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, so I mean, the gist of the story is, the Guardians are trying to figure out what's going on, where they're going now. Quill wants to try to get Gamora back, but the Gamora that's out there right now isn't the Gamora that he remembers. And then Adam Warlock comes in and starts fucking everyone else up because he's tasked with catching Rocket. And now they have to go, and then in doing so, Rocket gets injured, and he's pretty much on life support for most of the movie. So now the whole movie's about them trying to save Rocket's life.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're getting flashbacks, like essentially Rocket's life flashing before his eyes.
Yeah.
And that's most of the movie. Like, I didn't know it was gonna go this direction, but I thought, because you would think it'd be like creating the big bad or whatever, but like actually exploring their characters and like what the characters mean and their motivations to their life, like it's fucking dope. And I like the emotion they pulled out of Rocket's story, because like I said, it's super tragic. Like, I can't think of another Marvel character that's in the movies that has a background that's maybe that tragic.
Nah.
Like, I'm an animal lover. When they show that scene where the high evolutionary opens up the cage with all the raccoons and just looking, bruh, oh man, like it's the dog lover in me, but
God,
that fucking, see, don't say oh god, because I already, like I said, I already picked the movie. Okay. But I might change it to a different one if you keep doing that shit.
Look, man, now the movies we already done. You yeah. See? We'll get to that. That hot shit. But
that's a good movie. It's a true story.
That don't mean it's good. I mean, it was good.
It was a true story. It was filmed in Rhode Island. That's all I need to know. that dog was a G.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, so like, there's that when he goes to reach into the cage with the raccoons, and you see that fear that's in the raccoons in Rocket's eyes. That's not an emotion you can get a lot in movies. I don't know if it's because it's a computer animated, and so you could really tweak it until it gets perfect.
Or just like, good acting. Oh no, I was gonna say
it's good acting.
No,
I mean, the cartoon raccoon.
No, I've seen the other, like, people in movies that can pull the emotion out, because we talked about that. 5 feet apart.
Yeah. What's the last movie, or what's a memorable moment in a movie where you could visibly feel the fear in someone's eyes?
Okay, I'm gonna just say, Lord of the Rings. When I think it's the second one, when the dragon takes off to go destroy the city, and Bilbo looks up and he says, "What have we done?" And you can see in his face they knew they just fucked up.
You mean The Hobbit?
Yeah, was it Hobbit? Oh yeah, Hobbit. Not Lord of the Rings.
Bilbo, bro. That's The Hobbit.
Same shit.
Come on, man. No, it ain't same shit.
They're part of the same
listen,
story.
Superfly is not Dolomite. Relax. Okay, like, you need to.
You can't even. Hold on, no, because I'm thinking, did you even see Dolomite when Eddie Murphy redid it?
No, I didn't see. I need to see it.
Okay,
but
because I actually seen the original Dolomite.
Yeah,
and watching them remake it, and how in some of the fight scenes they're really not connected at all and everything. And once he does character, is like, who told this motherfucker he can fight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm saying, like, it's, I don't know, like, I think trying to think when did I see like true fear in someone? I think you ever seen The Descent?
No.
In The Descent, it's this movie about these spelunkers, like cave divers,
Hmm.
and they're cave diving, whatever, and they get stuck in this cave, and then there's a bunch of motherfuckers that are living in the cave that like fucking like some hills have eyes shit.
Hmm.
And there's this, I forget which scene it was, but there's a scene where the girl looks up and it's just like she's like, "Oh my god, my life is over," kind of thing.
Hmm.
It's that realization.
Is that the same dude that was in Too Fast Too Furious, the villain?
In The
He's.
Descent?
I'm trying to think because it
No,
sounds
no,
familiar.
Descent was a bunch of chicks.
Okay, well then, yeah, never mind
The dude from Too Fast Too Furious, I mean, that's the dude from Yellowstone.
Okay. No, I'm thinking of something different then because he was in some movie where they go under caves or something like that and come across some crazy monsters, some shit. But whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what movie that is, bro. You know, was that Tubi? Is that one of them Tubi
I
films?
don't know. Shit, could have been. I just be scanning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, like it's I I don't know what how would you like just the idea of someone is playing God, because essentially that's what the high evolutionary was doing,
Hmm.
trying to create a perfect society.
He
And
sa- he says in the movie, what he say? What he say? I stepped up because God didn't, or something like that.
yeah, God, yeah. When she goes, God something. He goes, God isn't around. That's why I stepped up.
Yeah, there you go.
And I
Yeah,
was just like, because that's people. There's people out there that are like that.
yeah.
You haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, have you?
Mm-mm.
All right, so in
That's new on Christopher Nolan, right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Go see it. I mean, some people you're with might think it's boring.
Hmm.
I think you'll actually like it a lot because it's 3 hours of just talking, but it's so fucking like good and like, oh, man, it's just yeah. But
Okay.
anyways, in Oppenheimer, which is a true story, it's like the scientists are so caught up in the science and the
Hmm.
experiments and seeing what they can do there that like the ramifications of whatever they're doing kind of don't really matter.
Mm.
They don't care about what's gonna happen. They just want to know, can we do this thing?
Gotcha.
You know? And it's I think I don't know. Like I feel like that's a really like it's a real thing. Like there's a lot of shit that like goes wrong with the world because some people try to do something that they were so focused on doing this one thing that they weren't, they weren't seeing outside of the box. They didn't know what else comes from it, you know?
Yeah. Interesting. I'll check it
It's
out one
like
day.
it's like AI. You ever seen all that those AI websites that are out now?
No, I see him. I don't look at him.
Yeah, Chat GPT, all shit. And then people look at that. I'm like, oh yeah, it makes it easy to do this, and that. I'm like, yeah, but you're not looking at the bigger picture. Like
Mm.
these things get smarter as you use them.
Yeah.
And eventually it's gonna get so smart it doesn't need you. I know
Hmm.
it's fun because you ain't gotta write your fucking, research paper because you can just type it into this motherfucker. But
Yeah.
like you're not seeing the forest through the trees.
Hmm. Interesting.
You know?
I had that marinate for a minute. You're not seeing the forest of the trees.
Yeah, because I mean, they're so focused on what's right in front of them that they can't see
Hmm.
the bigger picture. Like
Gotcha.
at some point, now, first of all, if y'all listen to this shit, don't use those AI fucking websites and shit. And if by happenstance someone in the Pentagon is listening to this, turn that motherfucker off. Don't use that shit.
They're about to turn you off in a minute.
Bro, I saw a video of some fucking robots that they building that like can do parkour.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like they this close to building the fucking Terminator, bro. New York, bro. New York has 3 robot police officers. It's like a police dog and some other shit. And they look like fucking Alpha 5 from Power Rangers, but it's it's right there. We're getting
Really?
RoboCop is for real now.
I gotta look this shit up. This is
Yeah, it's
crazy.
fucking crazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, why are we putting that much effort into? I mean, I get it. You're pulling the human element out of a dangerous situation.
Yeah.
But
But they were talking about that. I mean, for years, iRobot did it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And always ended in the same result about the machines taking over.
yeah, but like I said, you've been in the army, right?
Hmm.
So if you had a robot that can go diffuse IEDs, that sounds like a good thing because a human, you don't have to put a human life in danger.
Definitely.
But what if that robot gets to a point where it's like, I don't want to destroy this IED, I want to save it and use it for my own shit.
Shit, blow it up yourself.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
no, yeah.
it can get to that point. I think we're not seeing the forest through the trees.
Yeah. So I try to, I'm kind of old school.
I
But
mean, kinda.
I mean,
All you need
shit.
is I can't believe I got the flip phone before you.
Look, I don't even want the phone I fucking got. I love my phone breaks.
I know my mother he got that track phone. The fucking Walmart still got to buy minutes.
That oh gosh, here we go again. Everywhere else, but when my brother got out of jail where he was, the first thing he did was went to Walmart, got a phone with minutes. I said, you don't really got to do that right now, right? Like like you can actually go get you a phone and the plan and everything.
Yeah.
You don't got to buy minutes no more.
Dude, you want to know how fucked up phones are? You know how fucked up phones are?
What's up?
The actual phone plan, the calling, is
Mhm.
like the least thing they care about.
Yeah,
They don't even worry about the fucking how's the connection? Can you talk to people? That's
yeah.
the last thing they think about.
It's the phone.
Yeah.
The phone is a fucking shit rent and car payment
Yeah, exactly. Bro, like the amount of money that phones are going for now,
for real.
god damn. And then the little kids are like, Mom, I need a new phone because fucking, Harriet at school ain't gonna like me if I don't
Yeah,
have the new iPhone. Like,
shit.
fuck Harriet.
Look,
I'll ask to go buy it for you.
yep. This is why I still keep a map. This is why I invested in carrier pigeons. Look,
I know.
look, look.
His carrier pigeons, they deliver messages, and if things get hard, they're also a food source.
Pretty much. Can't go wrong. I know what they're eating because I'm feeding them. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Grab that gray one. No, not that gray one. The other gray one. That gray is a little light. He might not taste as good.
For
Not
real.
ripe yet.
Oh man.
But no, like,
Okay.
so that I mean, like, do you understand what the high evolutionary was trying to do?
Great. Which was weird. But he wanted to create a better Earth, a better place
Better
to live on.
society. Yeah.
Yeah. But the people were mixed with animals. The shit was fucking weird.
Yeah, because he's trying to create like a perfect thing,
Yeah.
And I get it, but you kind of see it with the movie where it's like, what is perfection?
Look, does a Rocket say in the movie? Well, he's like, I want everything perfect, and he said, no, you didn't. You just didn't like things the way they are.
Yeah,
That shit is dope.
that's fucking cold.
Yeah.
It's like, but like, is there anything in your life where you're like that, where you're just trying to change shit to where it?
Honestly, I actually had to really sit back and analyze myself. Like some of the things that I do, the things that I've done, everything.
Yeah,
Like Chris, what was your real reason? Did you want to see a certain way, or did you actually do it because you cared? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just thinking versus
yeah,
because and he said you didn't want to see it perfect. You just didn't like it the way it was.
yeah.
And shit, I'm pretty sure we all done it. I mean, I know I'm guilty of it. I can't, not lately or like in the last recent years of my life, but I'm pretty sure I've done it before, trying to
Right,
get something, make it to be what I want it to be versus let it be what it is.
right. And here's the thing: people that will look at that situation will think, no, I'm not like that because
Mm,
I've never done anything that heinous. But
mm,
think about this: have you ever put a book cover on your textbook?
hmm
Exactly. You didn't like it the way it was. So you got that fucking paper, that paper shopping bag,
mm.
up, folded it in,
Nah, it
drew
was
on it.
for us. It was different though, because did we have to have book covers at some point in time?
Yeah, but I mean, you didn't have to. They recommended it because they want people writing on it on their
Hmm
books. But like, it's changing something to fit your aesthetic.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
you get a house. You can buy a house as is, see the way it is, and be like, no, I want to put this up, and change it to my liking.
mm.
And then that's human nature.
Yeah.
But some people who are extra smart, they bypass all that surface level. I'm just, I'm gonna redo the floors kind of shit. And they're like, no, I'm gonna redo my children.
Mm.
You know?
You know what? This is why I'm about to hit you with your own medicine. Why my
What?
dog is better than yours.
Oh, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Oh, they
Because
got 5 different types of blood in there.
no, you know why? Because I
Your
ain't trying
dog's
to.
more of an experiment than mine.
So what if she came from the pound? I never once tried to make her do anything I want to do besides come to the house and don't shit in it. You know what I'm saying?
No, they ain't. No, that's not. No. That's different.
You,
That's
you got your dog on the diet and the workout plan.
yeah, because the motherfucker eats. Because he's living good. Don't judge my dog. Don't judge my dog because he's got a good life just because your dog's still struggling.
My dog is struggling at all.
Your dog's struggling like a fucking like he's like Creed in the first movie.
I give her free reign to be whatever kind of dog she want to be. Just don't shit in my house. I had a whole fight with her last night. She ate my damn Subway sandwich.
See, my dog ain't never had my Subway sandwich because he knows gluten's bad for him.
Your dog is missing out on the finer things in life.
Hell no, your dog gonna have cardiac arrest because he's got fucking. They're like, yo, why does your dog look like? Why does your dog got the same like fucking heart rate as a fucking linebacker?
And then with that, and if that happens, I'm going right back to the pound. $80. That's what you gotta do.
Look at you, man. You don't even care. You don't even care about the life of your dog.
No, I do care. I just know that all things must come to an end.
Bro, yeah,
Just
you aiding.
aiding
and abetting, yeah.
No, then she aids her fucking self. How many fights she done got into? Because she went out looking for one.
Listen,
but yeah.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
I heard that. I heard. Like y'all motherfuckers talking about me. She out there taping her wrist right now. Like, come outside, get done with your podcast, see what the fuck happens to you.
Oh shit, she owe me, man. Man, yeah, like she literally had the whole sandwich in the. Look, this is how fucked up it is. Because I was, I was. You see my couch,
yeah.
So I'm sitting on, and I got the sandwich there. No, I was pissed off. And she's
you were, you fat motherfucker.
Look, I don't, me don't come between a man and his meal because then you become the meal. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a pork sandwich?
Nah, it's from Subway. It was, the Subway Club. I had it all decked out. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but either way, I got it on my lap, and I'm finishing the movie. She's in the corner snoring, knocked out, dead sleeping. I literally left the sandwich on the couch, got up to go check on something, came back. She's still snoring. Sandwich is still sitting there. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go outside for a minute. So I actually take the sandwich and sit it on the upper part of the couch and go outside. I come back in, had to be maybe about 2 minutes. And she's got the whole sandwich in her mouth. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna drop the sandwich and look at me like she knows she's wrong. And look at the sandwich, look back up at me. At the sandwich, just dives right in. I'm like, you motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? It was like the Sandlot, it was a standoff. Oh shit. Luckily I got the foot long, so I still had half a sandwich to go. But she was and then she gonna go sit in the corner and face the wall because she knew she was wrong.
She was wrong. She was digesting. She was like, I ain't trying to get. Yeah, I gotta just sit here because I got this mayo in my stomach now.
She bamboozled me. She was snoring with her eyes open. I didn't catch it.
She was like, "Yeah, this motherfucker think I'm asleep. Once the motherfucker goes outside, it's on." That's
because it's lightning right now.
Nah, man, she a criminal. She a criminal dog.
Well, she probably is.
The pound. That's what you get. Dog should be doing 25 to life. No, you gonna pull it out, try to rehab her, and she's stealing the sandwich and fighting.
Oh man,
Ryu ain't never stole any food or fought nothing. All he does is just ask for love.
Because Ryu looks like food. His feet like chicken wings.
No, he just afraid. He afraid that these hawks are going around gonna snatch him up.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Wish I could turn the camera on. She's sitting right here now.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her wrists are taped up. She got the.
I don't know if she got it back to me.
She's been training with Mayweather.
Oh man.
All right. So okay. So what Quill and Gamora? So Quill's caught up because he lost the woman he fell in love with, and now the one that's in front of him just isn't that same one, and he's got to come to terms with the idea that this woman is who I fell in love with that's in front of me, but isn't in front of me. Like, how do
Yeah,
you deal with that?
yeah, that is kind of rough. Like she's the same woman pretty much, a spitting image of
Mhm.
who he fell in love with, but just a totally different person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, but how do you like do is that something is that I feel for Quokka, that's hard to accept.
Oh, because
I'm
when you
looking at you. I remember we used to
yeah
lay in bed. We used to lay
yeah
in bed. I used to spoon, tickle your toes, all that shit.
the
And now
fuck.
you looking at me like, you better get on the top bunk before I stab you. Like,
True. Oh man, but there is a part in the movie he's actually breaking it down to her, and you can actually see it in his face, like he's really really sad.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously it's a movie acting, but still, it's like yeah, he used to be a lover. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what do you have a memory? If you were an actor,
Mm-hmm.
you were an actor, say, and Tyler Perry cast you.
Why I gotta be Tyler Perry?
Cause like
that's that's racist as fuck. Out of all movie directors, you named Tyler Perry.
it's
So we
straight
want
to
to cast me.
straight to BET.
Now bounce TV. Uh,
His own is on that Oprah Winfrey Network.
yeah.
All right, but
Uh,
so if you had to pull off that scene, because this is the thing that amazes me about actors,
mhm.
people don't give enough credit to actors when they watch movies like this, because you got to take yourself to a fucking dark place to pull that kind of emotion out of you.
Mm,
When you watch the movie, you're just like, oh yeah, he's talking to this girl and he's had this long history with her, and that's why he feels this way. But he doesn't actually have that long history. He's got a wife and kids at home. This is just another girl that got hired to
mm,
act in front of him. Two,
true.
they're not really in space. They're in a fucking warehouse. There's probably green
Yeah.
screens around them.
Hmm.
And two, sometimes they're not even talking to the girl. There's a camera and a director and all this shit in front of them. And you got to drown that out and pull something out of your head that puts you in that state that goes, I need to feel this exact emotion at that moment.
Mm.
Do you have a memory or something that you could pull on if you were to if you had to do that scene?
To pull out that kind of, to
Pull
feel
out that
that,
kind of emotion out of
yeah,
yourself.
and feel that sad.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
mm, mm. You know what?
Bojangles was closed.
I can never be serious with you. Not Bojangles, Popeyes. So that's the reigning chicken chip right there. Oh man.
They all out of spicy.
Man.
I've been looking at this shit all week. I've been dieting, motherfuckers. Rufus didn't want to cook.
Oh man. No, probably because I actually stopped crying for a while. Iraq took a lot of emotion from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could think of when we had our last major death.
In Iraq?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we actually had to go out there and pick up the body parts. And knowing that
Whoa. You can't skim over that shit.
yeah.
Not pick up the body.
Yeah,
Pick
body
up the
parts.
body parts.
Yeah.
God damn.
And half the people that I was picking up were people I would eat dinner with every night.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. And when we would go, yeah, I can honestly say like after that, I think I lost touch with a lot of emotion after that. But yeah.
But if you needed to pull that emotion,
I'd probably go back to that.
like the actual process of picking up the body part, like
just the way it felt to know that every night at dinner, you got a whole table of like 25 people, because we're all different, same battalion, which I explained to you before, but
yeah,
but different companies.
yeah.
So we're all sitting for the same purpose, to survive.
Yeah.
And we had it mapped out where we could eat dinner at the same time every night if we could. So we're telling stories and talking shit because dinner time was the time for us to let loose, just relax, enjoy, and knowing that 4 people ain't sitting here that you just ate dinner with last night and you picked up the body parts this morning.
I wasn't even there, and I feel that shit.
Yeah. Shut up, Juice.
Juice is like, Fuck around, find out.
Yeah,
Fuck
thunder. I guess
around, find out.
go somewhere. Relax.
Yeah. For me, it's I think it's that moment when after my grandfather passed away.
Hmm.
And again, I've never met my grandfather, so I
Gotcha.
don't have that emotional connection to him.
Hmm.
But seeing my dad, who might be the strongest dude I know, breaking down because he won't ever get to introduce his dad to his kids, that moment makes me go, ah,
Mm.
man, like Sarath, you had a chance and you chose not to go because you were selfish. You were
Mm.
a selfish, petulant child. And I'm just like, and that was one of the points in my life when I was very disappointed in myself
Mm.
because it was very real world ramification, like ramification that didn't just involve me, but involved other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's even cold to hear because obviously I know your story and how y'all got here, everything else.
Yeah,
But
but
damn,
imagine,
yeah.
imagine sacrificing everything you know and love
Hmm.
in order to try to give your kids the best life possible, and like maybe having parents who just don't understand,
Mm.
don't understand why you made that sacrifice. And now knowing you're never going to get the chance to show them why I made that sacrifice.
Mm.
That's, oh, god damn.
Damn, that does suck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And I feel like, and the thing is in my head, like, as I got older, I felt like I had to take some responsibility for that feeling because there was a moment where I could have gone back to Cambodia with my parents
Mm.
and, did whatever. But
Hmm.
like, I was just, again, like I said, I was a fucking rebellious kid who was feeling a certain way because of how he was being treated by some old school Cambodians.
Mm.
And the choices I made
Hmm.
not only affected me, but affected other people that I love in ways that I didn't want it to affect them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
What'd you think of Adam Warlock?
He's the gold dude, right?
Yeah, yeah. They were part of like I forget what the name of the social, it'd be on the S.
Because they're the ones that stole the batteries from
Yeah.
in the second one. Am I right?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of him as a character? Like, because he was like super strong,
Hmm.
could do all this shit, but he was kind of like a child.
Because the queen was his mother, right, or something like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
But they said that he was whatever incubation, whatever happened, he was taken out early.
Hmm.
But they said so. He's still like he's not fully developed yet. He's still a
Yeah.
child. Like,
um. And also, I know we're skipping around, but we found out that the, the purple dude, the high leader, whatever, he created his mom.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he created all those people
Yeah.
in an attempt to create a perfect society.
Hmm. But it was kind of funny to watch him because I remember him from We're the Millers,
Yeah.
and he was just like a goofy little kid.
Mhm.
So to see him still look like the goofy little kid but play like a more serious role, and
Yeah.
then I want to say add an accent because I don't know what he really sounds like in real life.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm curious because like you watch some of these superhero movies, right?
Hmm.
You see like people that pop up like, Wanda, Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
see him. You have all these super powered motherfuckers showing up. Like at some point, like it's hard to believe that any of them can lose,
Mm. Well,
right?
see, okay, keep going.
But I'm just saying, like when you have everybody show up and they look like they're one of the things that I loved about like the first 4 phases of MCU is they would introduce a character
Hmm.
and like they would introduce them in the best way possible. So you did hype for this character, but then it would also bring them back down to earth. So they're like, okay, they're
Mm.
strong, they're whatever, but they're not like invincible.
Yeah.
But you see him, you see what he does,
Hmm.
you see Wanda, like how do you stop these people?
Shit, how can you?
I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
even in was it no Infinity War, and Wanda's in there, and she comes down and like stops all the big machines, and she's like, "Why was she up there this whole time?" Like she's like one of the strongest ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even then, she can still be beat.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just so many. I don't know. I think at some point, I don't know if it's superhero fatigue, but at some point, you watch superheroes and you're like, oh, they're all fucking high powered people.
Mm,
Like, how do you beat these people and still make it plausible to the person watching?
mm,
You know?
yeah. Which I think why I like Thanos so much because in my opinion, you couldn't beat him, but they beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was that strong. So it's like,
Go ahead.
like anybody can lose. It just depends on how you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
One
saying?
one thing I liked about Thanos is, other than being really strong,
Hmm.
he didn't really have like any extraordinary powers to him. He was just
Mm.
a very, very, very strong dude
Yeah,
that could fight. You
yeah.
know, he's like Suge Knight.
Look, in the beginning scene where he hulked the Hulk, I was like, oh
Mhm.
god. As a
Yeah.
fan, I was like, oh god.
Bro, when he grabbed Hulk's head and just kneed him in the head, I was like,
Look,
oh, this dude's smooth as fuck.
look, it wasn't even that for me. It was when the Hulk tried to against the wall, and he pulled his hands back and just chopped him in the throat,
Hmm.
and then hit him like 3 times, like whap whap whap, and then walked around him. I was like, yo, this dude been training for MMA or something.
Yeah. This dude out here like fucking just doing like hitting a heavy bag while he's in the fucking spaceship.
For real.
No,
Uh,
no,
but
I
yeah.
like. Yeah, I know. I like the character of Adam Warlock,
Hmm.
and part of me thinks like, so there's different iterations of him in the comics,
Hmm.
and one of the iterations is when he's, kind of still a child because he isn't fully developed. I think that's probably why probably his weakness.
Mm.
That's probably why they went with that iteration of the character, because he needed to have something where you couldn't just look at him and be like, "Oh, this dude's unstoppable." Like there's a part of him where he might succumb to emotion,
Mm.
might not be able to think clearly because kind of still like not fully developed yet.
Mm. Gotcha. Because even in the opening scene, when he came through just fucking up everybody,
Hmm.
I found it interesting, which is actually what made me really start paying attention when Nebula had stabbed him, and he actually like feels like it hurts.
Yeah,
So obviously knowing Nebula from the other movies, is like what did she got that was able to take him out? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because he looked like he wasn't going down no time soon. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
All right, let me ask you about this,
Oh
because it's
God.
something that happens a lot nowadays in superhero movies,
Okay.
and it happened in this movie, and actually, it actually upset me.
Okay.
Okay. Nebula, right?
Hmm.
They gave her a new arm.
Yeah.
It looked like scales, whatever. For some reason, it looked like scales, but it looks like a regular arm.
The Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, it like, one. Why does it look like a human arm? Why can't it just look like a fucking solid thing if it's not meant to be, replicate an actual like an arm? Like it shouldn't care whether it looks human or not.
Mm.
It just looks like a real. But it can do fucking everything. Oh,
Hmm.
you need a flamethrower, it turns into a flamethrower. Oh, you need to cut, it does, like, it's too fucking easy.
But she says it in the movie, which is why she wanted to save Rocket. She said I had a few upgrades thanks to when she's talking to Gamora, thanks to that person that you don't want to save or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I get it. I get it. I get it.
saying?
But like, it's just one of those things where like if I'm watching it as a viewer,
Hmm.
it's like, okay, what's so hard about this when she's got everything right there? Oh, we need to
Mm.
break into this thing. Oh, don't worry, I can cut through it with my arm. Oh, don't worry, I can use a flashlight from my arm. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so convenient.
I mean, in my opinion, you got to have somebody that can kind of do those things at the same time, still not be superior.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I think it's too convenient. Like Iron Man,
But
everything comes out the motherfucker suit,
okay,
but you don't have room for it all, right?
okay, okay,
A
you're right.
motherfucker would be like 500 pounds if they had room for all that fucking shit.
But look, let's go back to Nebula real quick. I think it's important that Nebula got that and had it because watching her backstory, she's what 5% human now. Like I actually found it funny when she was coughing up blood. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the arm looked human, because I think they still want to show that she's still human, even though she has a bunch of mechanical parts to her.
I get that.
Okay.
But giving someone a multi-tool that has everything you need, I think is a cop-out. I think if you need to cut through this motherfucking spaceship, let me go find the motherfucker or the shit that can cut through the spaceship. Let me not have it just, oh yeah, my arm can turn into that shit. Oh, my arm can turn into this. That's all I'm saying. It's too easy. You know, that's like having us. That's like, you know, oh yeah, I got Bruce Lee here, and whatever weapon you need, this motherfucker can fight with it. Like,
Okay.
no, just have him be a nunchuck specialist, and when he fights a motherfucker with a sword,
that would actually shook the house.
bro, that's yeah, I saw that. That's just the rapture. They're coming for you. The Lord's done giving you fucking crazy shit to happen to you. Now he's coming for your life, bro.
Look, oh, I can't say this on camera. I was gonna say, where is Lord? Where is Lord? Lord. I can say that, Ghost. But you know what I was talking about.
If you start shaking, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's having the Holy Ghost now.
Oh man. Oh god. What's the introduction? Last time I caught the Holy Ghost, I was in church drinking. I think I pissed off every Christian ever.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've done worse stuff in church.
I'm just saying.
I'm not. I am not putting it on camera, because if I put it on camera, I swear to God, the motherfuckers from fucking Tom Hanks from fucking Angels and Demons is gonna come and try to exercise me. But I've done way worse.
Did you say exercise?
Yeah. You know, like he's gonna fucking
exorcism.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna fucking pull the demon out of me, be like, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, no. Let's just say me and church. Like I love church. I get along with church. Okay. I just have a bad history with church because I wasn't the best Christian. That's all I'm saying.
Look, we discussed this movies ago. It don't matter what religion or fuck you think you want to believe in or be, just to be a shitty ass person.
Yeah, well, I was a shitty kid. Listen. I could be the nicest person in the world now, but I'll tell you what I did in church, and then you can tell me if I'm going to hell, regardless of how much good I do in the rest of my life.
Look, let me just say this for the camera and for you real quick. The power might cut out. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah, if it does cut out, that's Thanos coming down and grabbing you.
Yeah, they don't want
talking shit about my daughter. Just
they don't want none of this. He's created.
I don't know. I know I'm the strongest motherfucker in the universe, but he black. So they know him to fight.
How do you come up with this shit? Oh man. Oh god. Okay.
I remember Thanos like, listen, man, I done took over a whole lot of planets in my life, but did you see the 92 riots? I don't know if I want to fuck with them. Them Koreans just they caught it. They was strays. They didn't even do nothing.
Man.
What do you think of the action in this movie? I thought the action was filmed much different than it was in the other. Like that scene where they get into the spaceship and all the fucking whatever, like the guards that were created to protect the new planet.
And then puffy suits or whatever it was.
No. So when they get in there, it's the because they had all these mechanical animal guards, whatever, and they were created to basically be the guards of whatever not counter Earth, but the next place that they were building.
Okay.
They were there they were coming and trying to attack them, and they're all fighting, and it looks like the camera's just swinging around the entire time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, what'd you think of that shit? Because I thought that shit was fucking
yeah, but I thought it was dope. It was almost like a new style Matrix.
Yeah. Like it just kept swinging around, like fucking Quill is like ducking and shooting between him and Groot. And these
okay. You know what? That scene. I'll see the first scene where Drax gets shot. But you're talking about I'm
talking about the scene where they break it, because they kind of did it the same way throughout the movie, where it's like it almost looked like they didn't cut.
Yeah.
Between shit, they just kept the camera swinging, and they would see shit happening. What'd you think of that?
I thought the shit was dope because just to go to a different movie like we always do. One thing you pointed out when we was watching with the Protector, but Tony Jaa,
Yeah.
there's a whole fight scene like 15 minutes where the camera never cuts, never switches. It's all one camera,
Yeah. But
and
okay,
that shit is dope though.
I don't know, but that's slightly different because
It,
in this one they definitely cut. They just shot it in a way
yeah,
where
where you can't tell, but it was still dope. But I'm saying
yeah,
you don't never see that in movies where like it's just one shot the whole time through.
yeah. In the
You know what I'm saying?
Protector,
But that's one
clearly,
shot. That's one
yeah,
shot the whole time through.
yeah, and clearly Tony Jaa was running out of steam by the end. He threw a guy into the sink with like half energy, and the sink still broke. So I was like, ah.
Oh man. But yeah, that scene was definitely dope. Like, yeah.
So okay, so I brought this up at the beginning of the episode, but
Mm-hmm.
there's this quote in the movie
Mm-hmm.
that I heard it and I rewinded it. I listened, I
Mm-hmm.
rewinded it again, and I rewinded it again because it's so fucking good.
Mm.
I'm trying to remember it exactly, but it's something with the phrase of like, he said, when you have people who can't think for themselves. No. When you have people who can't think of an idea that hasn't been thought of already, that's how a civilization dies. I remember
Hmm.
the high evolutionary said it to the girl. He says, you know, when you have people who can't think of something that hasn't already been thought of, that's how a civilization dies.
I don't remember that part of the movie. I was probably fighting with juice.
Bro, that shit, yeah, you probably like, fucking give me that fucking gluten, motherfucker. Was it white bread or was it wheat bread?
Italian herbs and cheese, baby.
You-
Italian bread. How's it?
What's your favorite kind of bread? Just out of curiosity, to put on a sandwich.
Fucking bread, Wonder Bread, shit.
Come on,
I
man.
grew. I grew.
You can't
I,
just say that's
I, I grew up on Wonder Bread. Shit, it's never going out of style.
yeah, but what's your favorite? I know you gonna grew up, you done got ritzy, you done got like, you done got, a little more bougie.
I mean, I've tasted different things.
I know you have.
My, my
We have the evidence. They walk around on two legs. They live on different continents.
You're such an asshole. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh.
So what's your favorite bread?
Oh man. I can't stand you.
Oh shit.
Um
I'm surprised I ain't got beat up more in my life. I talk way too much shit.
Oh man. See, you're the reason when I was on Facebook, like people watching, everybody's always like, "Yo, why is your friend so racist?" He's not. He's just an asshole. Oh man. Um. Oh gosh.
I like sourdough.
Really? I don't think I have a favorite bread. I'm not. And bread is definitely not bread because different types. I don't think I have a favorite one. You know what? Unless it's the biscuits from Red Lobster.
Okay, cheddar bay biscuits. All right.
Hey, is she getting the biscuits, Granddad? Because the fam ain't getting the biscuits.
I like cheddar bay biscuits are good. I'm a big fan of sourdough. If 9 out of 10 times, if sourdough is on the menu, I will grab sourdough. But that cheesy bread from Texas Day Brazil.
You told me about that, but I never had it.
Bro, we went to Texas Day Brazil. You had it.
Hold on, what there?
It's the little round breads that they bring to the table.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's got a little bit of cheesiness to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
but you know what bread can't be touched? Them Springfield grinders. That bread that'll cut the fucking top of your mouth and still be so soft at the same time.
Yep.
You get that crunch and softness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Okay. You know what? If I have to choose a bread, if I could have a sandwich made on that bread every time, I would.
yeah. Yeah, if I can, if I could go get one sandwich for the rest of my life, it would be a 16-inch
God damn.
Italian
Ain't it,
sandwich.
ain't it the same size as you?
Listen, yeah, it is. It is. Don't put that out in the
You
world.
know what?
16 inches. It's 16 inches. I heard it first, and he's black, so you know damn well his.
Oh God! I was trying to set you up and you reversed it. I'll give you that one.
Oh, that shit was, it's a goddamn forearm.
Oh,
The 16-inch Italian sandwich
Mhm.
from Colony Pizza, made by the old dude, not the new
Yes,
dude that own
yeah,
it. Made
yeah,
by that old. Yeah.
hmm
$5.96.
yeah.
That's how
That's
much
the
it
price.
cost.
That's what the price
How much
was.
it used to cost. I don't know how much it is
Yeah,
now.
it ain't even there no more.
I know, because he sold the place to new people, but
Mm,
I don't know if I may have to go check. I don't know if they make the
Yeah,
sandwiches the same, but
mm,
yeah, Colony
yeah,
Pizza, Springfield.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
Springfield or
Yeah.
chicken? Springfield.
Look, this sounds so yeah, but that 16-inch grinder was $5.96. Let that
Yeah.
fucking marinate.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah.
And it was so much better than any fucking chain out here. Better than Jersey Mike's, better than Subway, better than fucking what's the other one? Jimmy
Jersey
John's.
Mike's, Subway, Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
What is it? Fucking Quiznos.
yeah, for real.
All that shit.
hmm So regular schmegular mom and pop shop
Mm-hmm.
would shit on any one of these chains.
Exactly. I used to go there all the time. I mean, this is back when my family was bougie because we used to have a boat. And
They wasn't bougie. That's the boat they used to get here, people.
could you imagine if you had like a hand-me-down raft? Looking like fucking Asian Tom Sawyer and shit.
Oh God!
Well,
First of all,
before we used to go out on the boat, we used to always stop by Colony, grab some sandwiches,
mhm,
go out on the boat. I'd go water tubing or I'd go fishing or whatever.
mhm. Oh man!
All right, so back to the movie.
Yeah.
All right, so
Excuse me.
that scene where fucking High Evolutionary says that to the girl, where he says,
Mhm.
A civilization who can't think of something that hasn't already been thought of is gonna die. That's why he wants Rocket's brain so badly. Because all these other, creatures that he's created,
Mhm.
all they're doing is kind of just mimicking what they've been trained to or created to think.
Mhm.
And Rocket was the only one who could actually think for himself.
Okay. See, I missed that part. I didn't understand why he was so. I knew Rocket was smart, but I didn't
Yeah.
understand why. I
Well,
missed
that's the
that
thing.
part.
Yeah, because like he's the only one of all the things. That's why he was like, how did you figure out how to create these people? Because I created you.
Mhm.
Well, how did you figure that out? And I couldn't.
Mm.
Whatever you said worked. And these guys, like their anger issues, whatever was
Yeah.
gone.
The aggression. Yeah.
Yeah. And when I heard that quote, I was like, God damn, like that's a lot of people in today's society where they like to surround themselves with people who all think the same. But if you're just surrounded with people who all think the same,
You're
like
never
how
gonna
do
grow.
you
You don't grow.
exactly
Look,
exactly
that's one thing I heard this. Now I want to say maybe I told you this before, but I heard this years ago. I want to say when I was like 14, 15 years old, and I never let it escape my mind. It said always hang with people smarter and better than you. Be humble enough to know it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't want to admit that they don't know some shit, that they're not that smart.
yeah
So be humble enough to know that these other people are smarter and better than you, because it'll make you smarter and better than yourself.
yeah yeah
And
be willing to just sit back and learn and
yes,
be humble about your place in life. Like it's
mm,
the amount of people who surround themselves with dumber people because they want to feel like the top of the food chain.
yeah,
The fuck you gonna do if you're the king of idiots? You're
pretty
still an
much.
idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like
I think
I just
Muhammad
thought
Ali
of
said. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, so I think Muhammad Ali said something too. Like Ah, shit. No, I'm going somewhere different. But I was saying if you think the same way at 50 that you did at 30, you just wasted 20 years.
No, I think that speaks to, growing as a person. If you're
Yeah.
just if you're surrounded with people who only think and feel like you do,
Hmm.
you're not growing. You're just learning the same shit that you already agree with. Like,
Yeah.
how are you stretching your mental capacity if you're only learning things you already agree with? Like,
Okay. With that being said, let me ask you a question, which I know your answer. I think I've
oh,
asked this before. Okay, keep going.
before you
Go
start,
for it. Hmm.
you got like a loose hair hanging in the back. Yeah, there you go. Turn the other way. Look up now. Look up. No, the other way.
No, wait. You know I'm in reverse right now. So look
I
this
know.
way.
No,
Look
the
this
other
way.
way. Yep. Now look. Now pop up a little bit. Okay. You see that little hair hanging? The other side.
This
Yep.
little
There
shit.
you go. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The fuck is that?
Really? It's a fucking nap. That's the black side of me. Leave me alone, all right? That's just. Are you fucking serious? You just had the whole conversation because of a fucking piece of hair.
That motherfucker was bothering me for a while. I'm trying to make you. I'm trying to help you look good. You just can't be having,
Look, I
that
look.
Jack Daniels jacket
Look,
can't hide all the naps.
look. Drinking enough, it will.
Yeah.
You don't see that shit. Oh God! See, you just fucked my train of thought. I was going somewhere with this.
All right, but you were saying something about,
I don't fucking know anymore.
we were talking about, surrounding yourself with people who
Yeah,
think the way you think.
yeah, but it was the last thing you said because it triggers something else in my brain.
I'll be honest. What was that last thing I
Oh
said?
my fucking God! If I remembered, I remember what I want to say after.
Bro, sometimes this shit just comes out. I mean, just spewing shit. Don't hold me to that, people. I'm like, there's a reason why at the beginning of the episode it says we're just two dumb dudes. That's it, just two dumb dudes.
Just having a conversation.
Mhm.
Oh man. But oh shit.
But
Fuck.
I
I
just
lost it.
wonder sometimes, like, uh, how would we progress as a society if we only surrounded ourselves with people that we agree with?
I think people that surround themselves with people like them or people that we only want to agree with want to stay in charge. They're afraid of not being important.
Do you think they're just insecure?
Insecure is probably a part too. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
it's hard. It's hard to face someone who might know some shit that you don't know, right?
You see, and that's I had a conversation with my friend of mine a couple years ago actually, and he told me he said one thing I love about you is you're never afraid to admit that you don't know something. And I was like, because I don't know everything. I know a lot of things, and I say that humbly, but there's still some shit I just don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like, wrap it
But
up.
hmm?
Like,
Oh God, I can't even say I can't even say what I want to say right now.
all right. So at the end of this,
I can't stand you. I'm gonna say it on camera, but I ain't gonna say it right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Okay.
Oh
Oh,
God. Okay.
all right. So at the end of this movie,
Hmm.
they end up saving Rocket. But in that moment, when they're trying to save Rocket and they realize, whatever they plugged in him wasn't working, and Quill had to give him CPR, like,
Hmm.
you saw the pain in his eyes that, like,
Hmm.
he wasn't gonna make it.
Hmm.
And when he was in that dream state, whatever, and he runs into Lila and the walrus with the wheelchair and shit like that,
Hmm.
he's like, these are my, like, she was, don't worry, she goes, the sky is blue. Like, that thing we always dreamed about. She goes, the sky is blue, and I've been flying around with our friends. And he
Yeah.
sees his other friends here, and he's like, "Can I join you, or can I come with you?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she stops him, and she's like,
Hmm.
"Not yet, though.
Yeah.
Still got more to go do." Like, to me, that was so fucking, like, heartfelt, because it was
Hmm.
like, "Hey, stop playing in the trash. It used to be food, now it's trash. Leave it. Hey, what you doing?"
Here we go.
out here just licking yogurt out the trash. What's wrong with you? Um, but it's so heartfelt because like imagine like
Hey, bro. I can hear you, but your picture just cut out.
yep, hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, the dog ran into my cable.
That's why my dog's better than yours.
Listen, get out of here. Your dog just fucking barks at all the lightning, fucking runs around, fucking like shadow
That's
boxing.
that's because, and I told you this. Apparently, and I heard this, which is some bullshit in my opinion. But apparently, in the dog's mind, they remember when the flood came, and only two of them could live, and they couldn't doggy paddle forever. So
Bro,
it's in their brain that when rain comes, somebody's gonna die.
nah, bro, yeah, your dog out here looking like he training to fight Jake Paul or some shit. But like when you get to that point where like you're faced with that moment where it's like, you're kind of accepting that, it's over, and it's like someone else says, "Hey, like, just hold on because you still got more to do out there."
Yeah,
Like I've never had a like near death experience like that. I know you've had
I've
multiple.
had quite a few.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you,
Quite a
you,
few.
you might, you could write a nice, couple chapters of that
I
shit.
might write a whole book on near-death experiences.
What was that? What okay? Was it like that for you?
Honestly, out of all my movies that I've
All your movies?
no, all the movies that I've seen, all my movies that I've watched, whatever. Let me get this shit out. That one probably, in my experiences, painted the best picture.
Okay, okay.
Um,
What like that whole
the whole the whole
crossover?
the whole process, yeah. Because even when I was going through mine, like I told you, I remember different things, but I also forgot a lot of things. So I seen it in real life. You know what I'm saying? And and I've talked about this many times on camera. Um, Once I went into that sleep state, like I really thought that was it for me.
Yeah,
But I subliminally knew it wasn't because my brain kept working and my brain was still on.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was fucking 2 days later. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But, but even when I woke up, I didn't remember everything until as we talked, talking about,
yeah,
until I seen it in real life. Like, wait a minute, I've seen this before.
yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah.
did I see it at? You know what I'm saying? So, the whole part of getting zapped back to life or whatever case may be,
Yeah.
um, in my opinion, that was probably the best description. Like you feel like you just get, like when you're waking up. For me, when I was waking up,
Mhm.
like it's gonna sound really, really crazy, but you literally just entered your body again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I wonder how that feels. Does it feel like you're just dreaming, but you're here? Or does it feel like you're like in Tokyo, then all of a sudden you just hit yank back
yeah, I
right into your
mean,
body?
that's what it feels like because and the reason I keep saying your brain is because if your brain's not dead, then you're still thinking. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wherever I was, whatever's going on, I'm seeing a bunch of different shit. But when I woke up, it was like wherever I was, I was snatched away from it.
Yeah.
And that's the best way I can put it, and like he was snatched away from Lila. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And I told you, things that I've seen while I was under, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I was waking up, I remember like my whole vision changed. And
Yeah.
I realized it got bright, but I couldn't see. And then I couldn't fucking move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's crazy. I've never heard anyone say how it was in this movie was kind of how it happened in real life. The only frame of reference. Oh, you frozen, bro. Yeah. Oh, look at that. His Chris's audio is connecting. Hey man, like you gotta change your lights. All I see is like black.
look, everything just went the fuck off.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think we're supposed to finish this conversation or something, man. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know. But I mean, you know, final
Because
thoughts. Final
because
thoughts on Guardians 3.
I can't give a final thought because there's something I really want to talk about, which was the scene that when yeah,
Your
he
faith.
is Lord, he is Lord.
You're the Lord's pet. That's what you
Uh,
are.
man, but no, okay, let's talk about this real quick because we are having so many people. We are so sorry. Technical difficulties.
Yeah,
This
today
is why
was.
this is why technology is not that fucking good. Just saying.
Hey, listen, it's not that great, but at the same time, we're recording this. You live in Alabama, in the woods next to snakes and coyotes and shit, and I live next to Disney. So like,
And,
it is
and
what it is.
and your shit fucked up right before mine did. Just
I
saying.
didn't fuck up yours then.
You was frozen for like 15 minutes.
It was you.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not the one that has a storm coming through,
Oh, okay.
right? Exactly. It's your fault. Goddamn fault.
No, Disney's trying to run the world, and they was tapping into your stuff. You said
Hell
that. You said that shit about church,
no.
and
No,
Disney was like, "Oh no."
they're trying to
If it,
eliminate brothers one brother at a time. And it was like, we going for Chris first because he done, you know,
no, look, they heard you talk about 16 inches.
he done polluted the environment.
They heard you talk about 16 inches. Like, what the fuck? We can't have Asians taking over.
Goddamn Asian was 16 inches. Really 16 centimeters.
Oh god. Oh shit. Okay, so,
I want this shit to just circulate on the internet. I'm gonna walk around and be like, yeah. You see that? That's not my kneecap, motherfucker.
oh man.
But go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So real quick, one scene where Drax breaks down the wall and they see the kids or whatever,
Yep.
and Mantis is cussing out Nebula.
Yep.
And she says, "You don't got the right to be mean to him because he's
You don't got the right to push him.
yeah. Okay, there you go."
Yeah.
And she said, "He's the only one of us that doesn't hate himself." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is because like you ever wonder if a lot of the people you run into in today's society, a lot of their issues stem from how they feel about themselves versus how they feel about the people they run into.
Mm.
You know, like if a lot of times if you run into someone at Starbucks and they're getting on your nerves, a lot of it stems from you already having a bad day. Just almost taking it out on someone else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that which is interesting. It's like I don't think people realize you dictate your own day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's
if
your day.
Yeah, it's you own your day. No matter what happens or whatever, you're still in control of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whether like Drax's character, everybody thinks he's stupid. Everybody thinks that he's just like he's obviously a character, whatever. But it's like when you meet people like that that are so simple or so happy or so angry, what is about you that makes you that happy? What is about you that makes you that angry? What is about you that makes you that loving? You know what I'm saying? Because you only project out what you have.
There was another part where like he starts talking to the kids and he starts talking their language.
Yeah.
And Nebula's like, I didn't know you knew that language. You didn't ask.
Yeah.
And that's another cool statement because like a lot of people will go out there and assume they know you. They know how you are based off of their interactions with you. And they're not taking the time to dig deep and see what you're really about. You know? Because if they look at you, you know, you look like, oh, the brother, tattoos, you know, he looks like he's just a crazy individual. Turns out the motherfucker likes fishing. I don't know if you like fishing. I'm just saying, I'm using that as an example.
No, I mean, I get you.
The only thing you fish for is hoes.
I hope you watch this shit back and watch your face when you said that. Oh man. I fish for more. I fish for more than that.
Yeah.
I miss. Like I can't get the words out.
Oh no, shit! Like, it's there's so much to people.
Definitely,
people are such complex beings, and to wrap them up into whatever we thought the first time we met them, it's a disservice. You know, how many people have you run into where your first impression of them is your impression of them for the rest of their life? I try to be better about it now, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
guilty of it. Like there's people out there who I don't know them well enough to know if they're terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
I just through my interactions with them when I first met them, and they're probably shitty people I don't want to really, conversate with.
Yeah.
But they might not actually be that way. It's just I'm holding on to my first impression of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, what was I was listening to something. It might have been TD Jakes, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
probably
I try to start my day on a positive note.
TD Jakes is a positive note.
I mean,
I've never watched his stuff.
I
Looks
listen.
too swollen.
I'll put it to you like this. I try to find a motivational speech every morning,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's TD Jakes. Sometimes it's Joel Osteen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just whatever comes across my screen, and I just let it play. You know what I'm saying?
TD Jakes to me he looks like Christian CeeLo Green. This is how I just whenever I see him. He looks like a little plump motherfucker.
You can't say TD Jakes and motherfucker in the same sentence.
Yeah, you can. Because I'm using it as a noun.
I mean, you can, but it just. Oh God.
The motherfucker is only an insult if you use it as an insult.
Oh man.
Thin. The word thin can be an insult.
Yeah, true.
Use it as that. Look at this thin motherfucker right here. Look at it, carrot eating motherfucker. Get the fuck out. That's an insult.
Yeah.
But then I'll look like, look at this cool ass motherfucker. That's not an insult, but I use the word motherfucker. The English language. It's
I know.
so diverse.
It's a motherfucker.
Exactly. English language is a motherfucker.
Oh man.
Where did that phrase come from, motherfucker? Somebody
fucking
slept.
mothers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, who are you? I'm a motherfucker. I just fuck mothers.
What nationality you think they were?
I
feel like it's
you know what nationality I think it was.
I feel like it's a minority fucking a white person's mother, and then they just got so butthurt about it that just ran with it.
A minority fucking white woman's mother.
Yeah, you don't know. Could be Icelandic. Who knows?
Oh gosh. It was definitely somebody of a darker complexion. And that's
can't get right. Can't get right in life.
Look, watch us do some research and find out it was some European or some fucking Australian. Hey mate, I'm a motherfucker. What the fuck? Oh God. Let me find out Steve Irwin created it. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. Well, hey mate, see that? Crikey.
I ain't never want to see a black crocodile hunter until now. Holy shit.
Oh man.
All right. Final thoughts on Guardians 3.
We went everywhere in this. We went everywhere.
Yeah, but did you like the movie?
Oh, I liked it.
What was the biggest lesson you took away from the movie?
The biggest lesson?
Yeah.
Hey,
keep making noise. I'll sell you for parts on the internet. I'm gonna Corky Leg could go for.
He's only gonna sell one of them.
Nah, Corky Leg could go for like $250. Be hanging on some Mexican dude's taxi cab.
Why are you Mexican?
It's right next to the fucking the nativity.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I don't know how I was scanning TV one day and I came across fucking corgi races.
Yeah, and they always have them during the Super Bowl.
But do you know who the majority of people were that had a corgi?
What, Asians?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Talk about
short but cool. That's us.
No, y'all know that I can kill you and eat you quickly. A pit, I gotta fight. A Doberman, I gotta fight. A Chihuahua, they fight back.
Nah, corgis Corgis are Asians in dog form. They short but cool, and everybody like them.
Look,
Just mad because your shit is
no. Y'all nationality of people know, like you just said about me and my pigeons. When shit gets rough, you can shave that motherfucker and get you a jacket. Has get you some chicken legs.
say that motherfucker get you a jacket. How much fur you think is on a corgi, bro?
A fucking lot. I've seen them.
A fucking Davy Crockett fucking hat. That's about it.
Oh man, shit. That might be all you Asians need. Shit.
Listen,
You know y'all cut your hair like from here.
You're just mad because brother dogs don't come into existence until they've been in the pound for 3 years.
That's how you know they're a real brother. See, even Juice co-signs. She's like,
right, exactly. You know,
Juice, calm down.
Juice about to put you in the fucking $1 million dream when you go to bed tonight. But this is what it is, motherfucker.
Look, as much as I want to talk shit, my dog's name is Juice.
Mm-hmm.
Sipping on gin and juice. Okay.
So final thoughts.
Yeah, final thoughts. I did like the movie. Definitely, if it is the end, a good end to a threequel. What's that called?
I don't think it's the end because at the end it says the legendary Star-Lord will return.
Mm-hmm. So. Excuse me. Definitely a good movie, in my opinion. More serious than the other two.
Yep.
Because even though the two ended with Quinn finding out who his dad was and realizing who his dad was at the same time.
Quill. Ain't Dr. Quinn medicine woman, bro. It's Peter Quill.
Look, I don't know why. When he
says white
person. Look, when he says it in the movie, he's like, it's Quinn or Quill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, because in the second one, like I'm changing subjects real quick. A lot of people don't realize that your parents ain't really your parents sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like your dad or your mom can be your next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Can be your teacher.
Yeah.
And when Zandu dies in the second one, that was like a real significant part. Like that might have been your father, but I'm your dad or whatever you said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This might be your father, but I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if people realize the difference.
Yeah, I agree. So that's what I'm saying. When the second one, it was good, but this one had a more personal feeling.
What do you think about? Swear to God, Juice got an accent. I know it. Juice got an accent.
Move you.
Hey yo, cuz. What you doing, cuz?
She from California?
I don't know. What up, Wody?
She from New Orleans then? Girl, you're working with some ass shit.
Okay, so
you know what? She started twerking. No, I'm joking.
What do you think? I mean, one of the most significant things about me is at the end of the movie, everybody kind of goes off.
Yeah, they go their own way. Yeah.
They kind of find their own purpose of where they need to be now. I wonder if they're gonna stay that way, and then the new Guardians stays as the new Guardians, or if they do a fourth, they bring back the old school team.
Yeah.
I would hope that it's the new Guardians.
I would hope New Guardians, but I hope they do it not the same way, but along the same lines that Spider-Verse did. Because I told you it won't. I mean, but make it significant, make it important.
Yeah.
Because the ending of Spider-Verse was like, okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, but so you saw like, Mantis. She went. She was tired of feeling like, oh, what was wrong? She did. What was Mantis's issue? Because she left with those fucking creatures.
To her thing, when she came to the creatures, she said, they're not afraid of us. They're afraid of what we might do to them.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
But I forget why she left with them. Like, I forget what she had to go find in herself. Maybe because she was always helping out everyone else. She never did anything for herself. Kind of thing. I think that's what it was. I'm not positive. They said it in the movie. I'm not positive, but like Drax, like they said Drax, like you're not Drax the Destroyer. Like, yeah, like you're supposed to be a dad.
That shit was crazy. You know
what's craziest part about that? Not even that part is when he realized that everyone thought he was stupid, and then Mantis had to like stop it and be
Oh
like,
yeah,
she's
that's
like,
yeah,
no, like I can't let you think that everyone in this whole world fucking thinks you're a fucking idiot.
yeah.
That might make you become someone you don't want to be,
Mm,
you know? But I thought that was super significant because I was like, man, imagine being the butt of everyone's joke.
mm. And you don't realize it.
Yeah. You don't realize it because all you want is the best for everyone.
Mm,
That's
mm,
that's a fucking
mm.
that's a crazy scenario to be in.
Yeah.
That all you're doing is looking out for everyone else, and all they're doing is just making fun of you for it. God damn,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Imagine going out of your way to help everyone else out, and all they're talking about is, look at this motherfucker. He's always just trying to do what's, always trying to do every like he's this little bitch who just will do whatever anyone asks him to do.
mm-hmm.
But for him, he's like, I just want my friends to be happy.
Yeah. Damn. That's some. Damn.
Yeah. And then you got Quill. Quill left to go search out the life that he left behind.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to see his grandfather.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's how do you feel about that? I mean, you started here in this spot, and
Mm-hmm.
then you grew up in a completely different environment, and now you're taking the time to go try to find that life you lost because you were gone.
Well, like they say, you never know where you're going till you know where you've been. Sometimes you got to go back.
But what's is it fruitful to go back? Is there a point to go back? Like, why go back if the life you're living is fruitful?
Be, in my opinion, in my own life experiences, I think it's important because no matter how successful you come or what you do, something drives you. Something's making you get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you go back to where you came from, that you don't even know this is where you came from, and you see it, you realize, in my opinion, and I can't really say people I've met or movies that we've seen or whatever the case may be, nobody ever says, I missed this. They're like, this was what it was, but I am where I am, and I'd rather be where I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that whole phrase about you don't know where you're going to know where you've been. Once you go back there and you see what it is, and it could be great. It could be fucking Disneyland, and you could live in a fucking one room shack on the fucking side of a fucking Bora Bora. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you could look like, oh shit, this is Disneyland, and it's fun, but it ain't me. Me is my shack. Me is simple. Me is chill.
I would love to live in a one room shack in Bora Bora.
I would definitely do it. Fish every day,
Yeah, naked indigenous women, saggy ass titties.
milk for days.
Titties be bouncing around like hacky sacks.
Oh man.
look like they playing fucking tetherball all day.
Oh gosh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think I think at some point in your life, and I think this movie illustrates it really well. At some point in your life, you have to follow your path. You can
Mm,
do right by everyone else in your life, but at some point, you got to figure out what's right for you. You got to follow your path and figure out what's right for you.
yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I like this movie, because we kind of got to see like everyone's point of view in where they belong in this universe,
Yeah.
and then everybody kind of went off to find where they belong, which is dope, you know.
Yeah. I actually I liked it a lot. I liked the movie. I liked it more than I thought I was going to. I'll put it to you like that.
Oh wait, yeah, I liked it. Because I had always heard that it was really good
Hmm.
from a lot of my friends that saw it in theaters. And when I saw it, I was like, man, this is actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, man. Well, with that being said, this is the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red for Delta. Sorry about all the
technical
fucking
difficulties.
that, the racist
Um,
shit.
racist.
You.
I'm not racist. I'm observant. There's a difference.
Oh man.
Listen,
But yeah.
I like fried chicken too.
His mom can cook it really, really good, trust me.
Exactly. Sometimes I have to tell my mom, like, hey, stop cooking chicken because people are gonna think things. We need you to be stereotypical, mom, with noodles and the crab rangoon.
Nah, when I showed up at the house, Chris, you made it. I made fried chicken. You got
Uh,
some watermelon too? Yeah, over there. Grape soda? Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Egg rolls? Because you know black people egg rolls. You know what I'm saying? Duck sauce? Are we good? Am I in heaven right now?
listen, duck is water chicken, so it works.
We ain't shit. Oh man.
We out.
Yeah.